Okay, first of all, I'd like to say happy first day of 2023 and hope you guys are all doing awesome. And here's wishing everybody the best of luck for the New Year's. So, this is the first carving. Get it out of this box here. And here's Vincent the Viking. Yeah, it's got a Viking helmet on there. Pretty awesome. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. His Viking helmet there. Look how far that nose. Look at the size of that nose. Great painting job. So this comes from, he sent a little letter along with it too. This comes from Earl from Blackstone. I'm just going to read this letter off thing. Hey Jordy, here is Vincent the Viking. He is the result of watching many of your videos. Thanks for all you do. Keep carving and making your videos. Happy holidays. Earl from Blackstone. P.S. Where is Grumpy Jesse been lately? Well, actually, Grumpy Jesse's in town. I don't know if he's around here or not, sleeping downstairs, but I'll have to go see later. So thank you very much, Earl. I love it. And it will be put with all my other carvings that I get from everybody. So that's number one. Good painting job. You watch Just Carve Rob videos? He paints like that too. The second gift comes from a long-time subscriber and great friend and a great person, Mark DeBlock. So I got this Christmas card. Merry Christmas, Jordy from the DeBlock family. So thank you for that. And he sent me two things. And you guys, I got to show you, you know, like plastic bags when you go grocery shopping, or they don't make them anymore. It's all shitty paper bags that break apart when you got your groceries and stuff in there. So I'm going to show you the shipping that he sent me, and perfect, because I didn't have any more plastic bags. So I was like, I wish I would have saved some plastic bags, because the paper bags suck. So look at this. These are all, not this here, all plastic bags, full of plastic bags. Thank you, Mark. Save your plastic bags, everybody, because they're not making them anymore. Love plastic bags. Oh yeah, I gotta show you guys this too. He didn't even call it ship to Jordy Johnson. Ship to Heavy Hands. Good old Mark, yeah. Okay, this is the first thing that he sent me. I seen he was sharing making these on Facebook, and I says, oh, those are awesome. And he said, I don't know if he said he would send me one, but I don't know if I said I want one of those or I'll buy one, but he sent me one. Look at this. I don't know if that's black walnut up or stain, but this is a hummingbird. This is a hummingbird house. A hummingbird nest box. He burnt the flower petals on there. Mark's a wood carver and a wood turner. That's awesome, Mark. Thank you. I got to be careful where I hang this because I think hummingbirds are, well, they're probably so picky where they want to live. So I think this will probably have to be in a tree. But yeah, super awesome. And Mark DeBlock. Hey, Mark, where'd you sign it? Maybe you signed it on the inside. Oh, I'm sure maybe it does come apart. I didn't try. I'll try after, but I don't see a signature on here. But, you know, something like this, do you really need to sign a little hummingbird house? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Yep. Mark DeBlock right there. Busted Jordy. Mark did it. Good job, Mark. Mark, you know, it's been great being your online friend, and I know you're so active for the Boy Scouts or whatever it is with your kids and stuff like that. So Mark's a great person. Thank you very much for this, Mark. It's super, it's awesome. So I'm just going to put it back down here and wrap it up in this bubble wrap till I want to find a place where I want to put it. So thanks again, Mark. And you guys got to see this other thing that he made me. You're not going to believe it. Maybe his wife did. Anybody that watches me and like a normal subscribers and are kind of learning things I like in my videos, well, look at the size of this cookie. It's a chocolate chip cookie gingerbread man. As soon as I got it in the mail, I had to bust the leg off and try it. So there you go. Look at the size of that cookie. A gingerbread man cookie. Thanks so much, Mark. And yeah, it's not stale or nothing. It's still pretty tender. Yeah, I'm going to eat it when I'm doing this carving. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks, Mark. Love you, bro. You know, I'll tell you something right now. I'm not feeling I shouldn't talk with my mouth full, but I'm not feeling very good right now. But I could eat a cookie like this in one day, no problem, if I was feeling good. But I'm not feeling that great, so I don't think I'll be able to eat this all today. But look, nice and tender. Look at that. Look at Mark, still tender. Oh yeah. Okay, so here's the plywood. This is extra plywood that I got from this table. It is 1/4 inch. One side good, but actually I think it's two sides good because both sides were good on this. So it's not pro grade plywood, that's for sure. So there's going to be gaps, like you can see in there, the gaps and stuff. So what I did is just I had normal wood glue. See the yellow stuff? I don't care. You guys are going to say, oh, you should have used this type of wood glue. You should have used spray adhesive, whatever. It's what I had on hand. I cut these out with my chainsaw quickly. They're not too square. And I just friggin' get it done. So, since I'm not feeling the best, what I did yesterday when I was carving that friggin' baby dinosaur, I took this there too. And I kind of blocked it out with my chainsaw a bit. Right, so I kind of got the shape of a wood spirit here. So, you know, this one I was going to carve an owl and an ook, but I realized when I was cutting this with my chainsaw, I don't know if my chainsaw was dull or not, but how hard this was to cut. So the owl and ook will have to wait for another day. This will be a wood spirit. It's not going to be a tutorial how to do a wood spirit. It's just to give you guys ideas. You know, here's what I did for this one too. I painted like 3 coats of cheap dollar store red on each one of these because, you know, I wanted to see some red color in there, right? Every fifth piece of plywood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 rows of plywood. I wanted to see red there. I don't know if you're going to see it because I'm going to fade things out and feather it out. So, because I've always wanted to do a skateboard or a snowboard because they have, like, of the stuff in there, the wood, they have different colors, or if it's epoxy or whatever it is, but I haven't got enough skateboards to do it, so I thought I'd try it this way. But obviously, you look here, you don't really see too much red in there. You see a little bit, but it's not really going to work as planned. But you don't learn if you don't try. So this, like I said, this isn't going to be a tutorial wood spirit. This is just to give you an idea. You don't have to do a wood spirit with this. You can do anything you want. One day I will do an owl and an ook, but this is going to be tough carving today, and it's probably going to take me a couple hours, or I just don't know yet. Anyways, let's get the camera in the overhead and get on with it. Okay, see, here's our piece. I already got this bottom trimmed down for the beard. This is going to be a tough carving today. It's going to be like carving hardwood, I think. So his forehead, let's put his forehead up here, kind of give him some hair up here after. Center line, I think it's very important. Professional wood carvers will even tell you how important the center line is. And if you rub it off, keep putting it back on. So his eyebrows here, nose here. And you know, this is the best shape to do your wood spirit on because because you already got that triangle, right? So having this triangle here, like it's not a full triangle, but you guys see it comes to a point, then that means it's easier to get your face round. Do you know what I mean? So if you have like a bandsaw or whatever kind of saw to friggin' thing, I'm sure you understand what I mean. So, and then let's put our mustache here. And like I repeat on most of my videos, the deepest cut I do in the wood spirits is right here, right? So you cut deep here, then you cut this mustache really deep, and that's how you get your nose to stick off, right? Then, you know, there's so many different ways you could cut the forehead in first. You can cut it like this, because then your nose will already stick off. You can see let's do that first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the time with the forehead. I'm going to cut off all these lines, but I'm going to cut the forehead to the end of the nose right here, so it's sloped back. Then, so your nose will be right here. I'm going to do the slope like this. I'm going to remove all this wood in here, right? See how far the nose sticks off? Because then you get your Kutzall or whatever, your saber-tooth burr, and you cut this, and then your mustache will come right here, and look how far the nose sticks off, right? Your nose will stick off the farthest from the face, so I'll remove all this wood too. Does that make sense to you? Just wood carving's removing. Just remember that. The deeper that you cut, the better it's going to look. You're going to get more shape and more definition I don't know if definition is the word, but I got this not saber tooth, Kutzall. This is the extreme flame burr. It's not too sharp, but this is what I'm going to be using. This is my go-to burr right here. You guys, if you want to get these Kutzall, just go to the description below. Use these for bulking out the wood. Forget about the Dremel carving bits and stuff like that. Get yourself one of these bits. The Kutzall links in the description below. I'm not a used car salesman. I just love the Kutzalls. Ben's studio on the lake doesn't like them right now. They're not exceeding his expectations, but that's okay. I still stick by them and I love them. Okay, so like I said, I got the Kutzall. I'm running a Dremel 4000. I got the flex shaft. I suggest you get your Dremel flex shaft. Even if you got a cheap Wen rotary tool, these Dremel flex shafts do hook up to those cheap tools. You know, you can buy a Wen rotary tool for $30, you know, and the flex shafts aren't very good, but I think that those cheaper knockoff rotary tools are good for what you pay for, right? So what I'm going to do, start this video off, I'll do it in real time. I'll turn the fan off. I got a button right here. I can just push now and start it up. And I'm going to remove the wood and slope this forehead back. I might speed it up a bit, but 3, 2, 1, ignite. Okay, you can see this channel here I got carved in there. See how deep that goes? This is when I'm going to start feathering it off and start removing the wood here, because you don't want to get that channel too deep in there, because this is when your Kutzall burr will stick inside there. All right, it will stick inside there and you will break your flex shaft. So only cut it so deep, feather, take this wood away, then do your cut again, then feather the wood away again. Oh yeah, you're seeing some of that red come through there. Not much, but a little bit. Okay, so you can see it's starting to get sloped back now. I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. Now I'm not just going to cut it there and then leave a bump. See how that's not very smooth? let me get my pen. Transition it nice and slow, like it's a slow downhill in there. Okay. Okay, so there we go. Look at the slope in there now. Can you see that? So let's redraw our eyebrows in. Center line, important. Sometimes it moves a bit. Nose. Okay, now I'm going to speed this up. So now you can see the eyebrows there. Now look how far the nose sticks off the eyebrows. The tip will be there, okay? You can always push these eyebrows back too. So I'm going to do a time lapse doing this, but pay attention to how far I remove under the nose. And then remove not just a little bit of this wood, remove lots of this wood, right? Because you don't want to have a weird bump there for your mustache. Okay, so look, there's the eyebrows where my finger's tapping. The eyebrows are pushed back, the nose is starting to come off, and just keep on doing it repetitive. Cut under here, redraw your mustache on, okay? So I'm going to cut deep right here, like I say on all my videos. Cut deep right here, then I'm going to cut here, deep, then I'm going to remove this wood, all right? Okay, so I sped that up a bit, but it's cutting deep there. Now look how far that goes in there. Look how far that nose is sticking off. Your eyebrows are back. Right now your nose sticks furthest off the piece. But now you got to put some time in, and you got to remove lots of this wood here. So then that will really make your nose stick off far, and it won't give you that punched in effect look. You know, if you just, you know, for example here, let me get the pen set up. For example, if you just remove that amount right there, and then it comes out higher here, then I call it the punch in effect look. It kind of looks like the face is not proportionate. So just take the time and remove lots of this wood. I won't even film doing that, but so look at this now till I come back, finish removing lots of this wood. Okay, so there you go now. Look how far that nose sticks off. I'm going to punch it in once more too. So it's hard to show when I'm carving white wood. Darker wood's better for me to show. Is this mic kind of too close to my mouth? So, your nose sticks off farthest from the piece now. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at that. Nice. Okay? You don't have to try and make your nose stick farther off from the piece. It's just what I like to do. So, let's redraw in here. Let's draw our mustache on. Okay? Redraw our mustache on. Your nostrils will come around this way right here. This is kind of turning out to be tutorial. So how can I explain this? Your cheekbones. Look how farther that mustache is already down. It's already pushed down. The cheekbones are higher up. Okay? And I think it's a good effect that you can get. You don't have to do this, you know, but see the cheekbones? So our cheekbones will kind of come down here. I don't know, try and make them even on both sides. So I'm going to cut underneath this nose once more. I think we already got enough depth underneath the cheekbones there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut underneath this nose once more, remove some of this wood. Then we will, well, I don't know. It's kind of, I think you guys get my point for this video. Are those equal? Like equal, so this side's as far away as this side. So let me do that cut. I'll come back. We'll draw on the mustache. Okay, now look how far it's sticking off. Oh, look at the size of that nose. Our mustache. Let's kind of bring it down. Try and make sure, like, so you, this side's the same size of that. Like, see that corner here? Same. They both come off each nostril the same. Doesn't matter. It's a friggin' wood spirit. Have fun. That's what it's really about. Okay. So now I got to cut inside here. Remove all this wood. Make the mustache stick off that far. And your mustache doesn't have to stick off that far off the face, you know. It's just about removing wood. Alrighty, so it's kind of neat how you see those different colors in there, and you do see some of the red. So, you know, this is when you kind of sit back and you look at your piece, drink your coffee, have a smoke, do whatever you got to do, burn one, have a vodka, have a whiskey, have a beer, and you want to kind of process what's going on here and what needs to be fixed. Now, when you guys look at this piece, what do you guys see that needs to be corrected, in my opinion? In your opinion? I know the cheeks aren't perfect. Like, this side's a little bit like I carved too much away from this and that side, but that's easy. All you do is take a bit more away from this side, right? To equal that side. But for me, this nose is huge. It's so thick it takes up most his face. And if you look at it, I'm not a realism carver, but you kind of go off people's faces. So if I want this piece to be like a real person, if you're going for that effect, you just carve the nose thinner. That's all you do. So, but what I'm going to do next is I'm going to shape the nose first, like make it like a triangle. Let me show you here. I'm supposed to be relaxing. I'm going to go like this. All this wood here, I'm going to remove. I'm going to do a line here, and all this wood remove here. So it's like a triangle at the top. You know, so this wood on the outside will be removed. That wood, make it so it's like a triangle. Shape your nose before you do it. Start doing the nostrils and the details. And this is just my opinion. Everything's my opinion. If you don't like it, well, then don't watch. Yep. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to, once again, everybody, your center line. Don't worry about this pen mark. You can use a pencil, whatever you want. I have to use a pen in the videos to try and make these so you guys can see it. So now I'm going to cut away some of the wood on the outside and make it the pointy triangle top point here. 3, 2, 1, ignite the fan. Stop, look at your piece. Okay, so now I got my triangle there. I don't know how well you guys can see on camera. So now my nostril, like where your nostril flares out, I just kind of, my noses are kind of my noses. It kind of gets repetitive. You can try switching it up if you want. Do whatever you want to do. But this is what I do. I just do a thin cut here. Okay, so I got that one in, and I'm watching this side when I'm cutting this side. Cut deeper along there. Okay, now I'm going to remove, see the cut mark there? Now I'm going to remove some of this wood. And try and make this side where I'm tapping and where I'm tapping with my thumb the same. I can see that one's a little bit higher now. So now there's the bridge of your nose. You can always cut on the side of the nose. You can always cut on the side of the nose right here and remove some more of this wood in here to make it the bridge of your nose more, I guess the word would be dramatic. I don't know. Whatever. Now just feather this wood away here. Okay, now if you want to push the bridge of your nose down, if you want to cut the bridge of your nose down more, just do a straight cut here and slope it back. See, I'm gonna cut right here, and I'm gonna remove some of this wood and start cutting this wood away. Let's give this guy a bump too. The bump on the nose, you just do a cut here, all right, and you just kind of feather it off on each side so you get a big bump in the middle of his nose. Okay, so the first thing, do this cut here. Okay, remove some of this wood. Split the eyebrows. Okay, now let's do the bump on the nose part. Cut straight across. Now round it all off. Thin it out. That's a really tricky area here. The super soft wood in there. Okay, so there you got your bump. Okay, so there's your bump. Let's smooth it off a bit more. So nostrils, let's just keep going. So you can see the depth on the nose. I took lots of wood away from underneath each side of the nostril. Everything looks almost pretty well equal to me. If you don't think you have enough room to carve nostrils in there, you can always carve this mustache deeper. Like do a cut here, here, remove some of this wood, okay? I'm just going to do that a little bit just to show you what I mean. Another thing I want to talk to about. See right here where I'm tapping? Look how far the mustache sticks off down in there. I carved, that's the bottom lip there. Let's take this bottom mustache down lower, closer to the face. Same with this side. Okay, so look how I blend the mustache into the beard itself. See, I just blended it, I just cut it down deeper. See that? Okay. So, our nostrils, all I do is just cut up and under. Okay, I get this. This is the same Kutzall burr I've been using all along. All I do is just the extreme flame burr. I just cut up and under. Okay, that side's done. Okay, so don't cut too close on the outside of the nostril because you'll have a blowout and then you'll have a huge nostril. I do it all the time. I'm the biggest hypocrite. Okay, now let's shape them. Okay, so one thing too, I might as well keep going here for this last part. You know, so here's your bottom lip right here. I'll draw it on the bottom of the lip. So there it is there, your mustache, bottom of the lip. Carve deep in here, each corner, and it will make your lip look kind of round. Okay? I might want to change this burr, put a thinner one on there, but watch how deep I carve in there. And just feather it out. I'm going to take the mustache down a bit more. So I think I'm going to end this video here. Wood carving to me is not just wood carving. It's art. I like to explore. I always like to try new things. Yeah, certainly I do carve a lot of wood spirits, and lots of my videos are based on wood spirits. But I'm always trying new things. This plywood is a new thing. And it was hardwood, but not that hard for any of you to try, right? It's super fun because you got all the different colors popping through there. I do suggest, like you can see right there, let's see where my finger is, you can see the red. I do suggest if you're going to use paint on each layer, like you can see the red there on the left eyebrow on the nose there. Once again, I do suggest if you are going to paint it, do like 10 coats. Just take your time. The thicker that you put your paint on, the more you're going to see the paint through there. Okay? So you can see there, see that hole? That's what I was talking about, like the D grade plywood. But if you get yourself A grade plywood, you're not going to get holes like that. The next video is going to be beard hairs and hair hairs. What I'm looking at right now, I'm kind of looking at the eyebrows. This one's a little bit higher. That's okay. That's easy. You just curve that one a little bit higher. This nose, how are the nostrils? How are these lines here? Are they equal? They're pretty well equal, a little bit off. This side of the face is I made too much cheekbones, but I can always push it back and give them more cheekbones. But hopefully you guys know. Oh, another thing too I want to say. This nose is a huge nose for this side of the face, okay? For the size of the face. You know, like this nose, the face should be like this wide. They say it's in fifths, right? So I think it's, you got two here, and one here. Or I don't know if it's six. No, it's fifths. Two, two, and one. I don't know the scale for the nose, the forehead, and all the other stuff. I just carve. So I think it's a super fun project for any beginning wood carvers to do. Say if you live in the desert, you don't have wood, get yourself some plywood, glue it together. So the next video is going to be beard hairs, hair hairs, mustache hairs. But I want to put these hairs in. Oh, you see I kind of gave him a little goatee. You see not a goatee, but like a Fu Manchu under his. I don't know how much details I want to put in the beard hairs because then you're going to lose the texture and all the different colors of the wood if you do lots of details. So I'm going to put this in my room overnight. Think I'm going to play Gods of War till 5 in the morning. Oh, that's a wicked game, the new Gods of War. And yeah, carry on. There's a perfect screenshot right here. See you on the next one. And happy first day of 2023, everybody. Also, thanks for the gift, you guys. I love them. And damn you, Mark, I'm trying to lose weight.